Welcome, hello. Welcome to this live session. Okay. Um, Actually, a few days back, I was telling about my plans of doing this kind of live sessions frequently, almost daily. Okay. And apart from that, I'm planning to invite guest speakers for talking to my channel viewers. Okay, so that they can share their knowledge and experience with them. Okay, that is what my plan. Okay. Uh, but I'm trying it in various time zones. Previously, I used to do it during India morning time. Okay. Now I am trying it in the night time. Okay. So I'll be exploring various time zones, and I'll be uh, finalizing the final appropriate timing once after doing this kind of initial thing. Okay. Ami ID is saying hello. Okay. Hello, Ami ID. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will be talking about. Okay, everything is okay, right? Okay, thanks for your confirmation. Okay, uh, okay, that's fine. Um, so I'll be talking about in general about emerging technologies. Okay, Aditya. Okay, hi Aditya. Okay, so you can ask any questions. Okay, if you have any questions, I'll be answering them. Otherwise, I'll be just talking about emerging technologies in general. Okay, do you have any specific questions? Okay, uh, let me just talk about general things. Okay, actually, today I released a ebook. Actually, I was telling about this plan in my previous videos, right? Previous live sessions. Actually, I'm trying to do some initiatives of connecting scientists and business people. As part of this plan, I'm just trying to collect the people who are, or I mean, filter the people who are really interested in involving that kind of activities. So I believe this kind of ebook initiatives will be useful. So I'm selling it from my website using PayPal. So whenever they buy the ebook, I'll be getting their email IDs, right? So in the future, if I create any platforms, any kind of initiatives, then I can inform them through that email. So that is what my plan. Okay. So I'm selling it with a minimum price. Even I provide some kind of free offers to start the sales. Okay. So I'll be talking about later. Now Aditya is having question related to drone. Okay. Okay, Aditya, what is your question about drone? But generally, I'm not having hands-on with the drones, but I uploaded various videos related to drones. Okay, so based on that, I can answer. Okay. Uh, and Ravi Kumaran is saying that looking forward to your live talk. My name is Ravi. Okay. Thanks, Ravi, for participating in this live. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So Aditya's question is: will drone help us in future for our daily purpose? Okay. Uh, it is like somewhat tricky because few years back everyone was believing that drones will be very useful. Even Amazon started some pilot phase of like using drones for immediate delivery something. Okay, so even I uploaded that video. Okay, so even they did the actual pilot thing, and apart from that they released a promotional video. Okay, by seeing that kind of videos, most of the people thought that it will be very useful, but after that I'm not seeing that much improvement in drone usage in everyday daily life. Okay, the main reason is that battery, right? So we are not uh, like uh, not seeing solid improvements in battery developments. Okay, still we fully depend on lithium batteries, right? So in that case, that if we need long range, then we need to have a like battery with higher ratings, right? In that case, the battery weight will be increased. Again, the drone cannot withstand that load. So it's a lock kind of like a circular problem, right? So if we increase the battery power, then weight will be increased. In that case, again, it will need more battery. So that problem is there. So uh, if there is any solid improvements in battery technologies, then only we can see the usage of drones. But apart from that, there are regulatory problems, other kind of stuffs are there, right? So that kind of problems are there. So first, the battery problem needs to be addressed, then regulatory other kind of stuff needs to be addressed. uh, then we can see drones, okay, drones usage in everyday life. Otherwise it will be just used for taking videos, that kind of level only, okay. But apart from that, the military and other defense related stuff, they're rigorously developing drones, okay. But they won't be available in the public domain, so we may not be seeing the real growth there, okay. So will India also mass produce drone like China? I don't have much idea about it, okay. uh, yeah, your question is, you're looking for your career, right? Okay. uh, I want to become an electric engineer. Will that help me in future for job or no? That is what I'm trying to say. A lot of enthusiasts are using drones, right, for taking video, other thing. And as I said, in military, that kind of hidden developments are happening. Okay, but in case of job, I'm not seeing much development in drones. I'm not seeing like job listings related to drone developer something, or people experts in drone like that. Okay, but drone, it is nothing but a combination of artificial intelligence and other stuff, right? That robotic technology, basically. Even that form factor is different, and that uh, uh, basically we can consider it as like part of robotics only, right? In that perspective, definitely, if you're learning good things about technologies behind the drone, definitely it will be useful for your career, okay, because mostly artificial intelligence related stuffs are developing fast to it, right? Even the case of drones, the fundamental technology is artificial intelligence. But if you are very interested in the emerging technologies, in future, there may be a lot of different batteries will be coming. In that case, their role will be significant in terms of uh, uh, drone usage. Okay, say for example, I already talked about graphene, right? Graphene is it's like a wonder material, right? It is having a lot of unique properties, and it's basically a 2D material. It's like a form of carbon. Carbon atoms arranged in hexagonal honeycomb, like lattice structure. Okay, so it is having a lot of unique properties. It is very lightweight. At the same time, it is very strong, almost 200 times stronger than steel. Yet it is flexible, and um, it is electrically conductive, and it will conduct heat also, okay. But still, it is like transparent, a lot of different and unique combination of unique properties, okay, unimaginable properties. I already talked about it in various videos, okay. So actually this graphene is also will be useful in batteries also. You might have heard about graphene batteries, okay. So if they are growing very fast, then we can use very lightweight batteries in drones. That will be very useful for the growth of drones. Okay, so it is related to material science, and it is related to AI also, but AI is growing fast. Okay, so from that perspective, there is no limitation for drone usage. But as I said, from your career perspective, if you are familiar with artificial intelligence and other uh, things, definitely, even if it is not used for drones, you can make use of it for other technologies, other domains also. Okay, I mean, if the drones are not seeing huge growth, definitely, if you are familiar with artificial intelligence and other related stuff, it can be used for other domains. Okay, uh, drone taxi coming. Okay, drone taxi. You mean you're telling about the vertical EV right? Like electrical VOTL. So I uploaded few videos about that. Some companies are exploring that, but I am not sure about developments happening in India. Okay, but surely, some countries are successfully doing it, means definitely it will reach here also. Okay. Um, uh, they actually, again, it's a regulatory thing, and in my previous video also I talked about it. It's like arranging that uh, it's almost the technology is ready. Okay, almost ready. Many companies are showcasing that. Even the CES 2023 company showcased their flying car. Okay, but the thing is, uh, there again, it will be coming under regulatory. Okay, how to like arrange the that flying taxis. Okay, whether many individuals can arrange it, or only corporations like that, so that they can regulate the path, other things. Okay, so they actually, I uploaded that video related to that kind of researchers. Okay, so many people are analyzing about that. So once they finalize the proper plan, then many countries will allow that. Okay. Okay. Actually, regarding selection of college, it's not that much related to your like career or interest. So you might be seeing that in real time, right? When the software development was growing very fast a few years back in India, that time almost people who studied in like any kind of major or branch, they're like they're able to easily switch to software development or software related IT related job very easily that time. Okay, so all the fundamental things will be same, right? So if you study the fundamental and the basic things about science and technology, then with some little preparation, you can move to other job. Basically, I studied electronics and instrumentation. Okay, but mostly in case of my job, I worked in IT only. Okay, um, information technology, like software development, testing, that kind of stuff. Again, I got opportunity to move into investment banking and that stuff, because when I was working in an investment bank, I worked for test automation, and some people are moving towards that kind of career also. Okay, it's purely based on the opportunities available and your interest. Okay, so degree is not that much important. Okay, uh, in case you have a lot of interest in your career. So uh, So this is my personal opinion. I don't know about current job market and your place, and I I cannot tell the solid guidance about job or career. Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm just telling my observation. Okay, my observation about how people were moving to IT job from various other fields, even agriculture who studied agri, they also worked or moved into IT sector, right? What is the leading robotics company startup in India? Any idea how are they doing? Okay. Uh, in case of startups in India, I don't have much idea. Okay, because my understanding is in India, many people are trying to do startup. Okay, but finally, mostly corporations are taking any huge projects or something, right? If you observe the pattern, you can understand that. Okay, big companies are playing major role. So actually, personally, I also realized that thing. I talked about that in very detail in my previous videos. Actually, in the year 2008, after working for various IT companies with gaining a lot of experience in IT, I started a software development company, okay, small company, and we were able to get a lot of projects, okay. Uh, but the thing is, I couldn't retain the employees because big companies, obviously, by offering good salaries and other uh, benefits, they were able to uh, like. Uh, uh, attract the employees, right? So it will happen in any field. In India, it's basically it's happening like that only. Okay, so it's not that much supportive to startup. Here ecosystem is like that only. Okay, but I believe a lot of startups will be trying to do various things. Okay, uh, even I uploaded one video about a company called Mechanical Chef. Okay, in Bangalore, they're trying to create like uh, cooking robot. Okay, cooking robot that will be optimized for preparing uh, food, Indian foods that mainly consumed in India. Okay, actually, a lot of other big robotics companies are there in the cooking domain, like Morley, other things internationally. But Indian companies can understand the Indian food better, right? So they're trying to develop uh, uh, cooking robot. Okay, but many people are asking me through comments about when it will be released to the market. I asked the founders of the company, but I didn't get any reply. Okay, so from that I understand that, or I can say that I assume that a lot of difficulties are there in achieving that. Okay, so I don't know any details about it, but I could understand, infer that. Okay. So I could understand that there is some difficulty in technology or something. Okay. I don't know the reason, but many people, if you go just to search for Mechanical Chef on my video channel, you can find their demo video. Okay. Um and at that time they were saying that they are able to do it actually. Okay, it's not like just a video, it's actual demo. In some places in the exhibitions they actually showed demo also. Okay, but it happened many years back, 3 4 years back, but still and it's not seeing their product in the market. Even many people are eagerly waiting to buy it. Okay, so if you go through the command we can understand that. Okay, but opportunities are always there, so that means a company is trying to create a robot that is useful for preparing food in India. A lot of international companies are able to prepare a lot of variety of foods. Okay, so obviously there is a demand in India for like the cooking robot preparing Indian food, and I'm witnessing a huge opportunity there because a company, I think only that company is trying that. Otherwise, people may not be waiting for their release, right? So as of now, they are the only people trying that kind of uh, cooking robot. Okay, so obviously there is a opportunity. Okay, so if you are really interested, you are saying that you are interested, right? So interested in robotics, and a lot of resources are available to you, so definitely even you can try to create such robots. Okay, so in that case the sales will be very easy. Okay, because all the other informations are all available online. Mostly a lot of videos are there for teaching about the artificial intelligence things. Only thing is we need to do some kind of initiative to customize it into Indian market. Okay, um, this is the good thing. Okay, this is actually I'm taking this initiative of connecting business people and entrepreneurs. I mean. Scientists and entrepreneurs. That is the main reason for doing that. Okay, I don't know whether you were watching my previous live sessions. There I explained in detail. Okay, there is a demand. Okay, market is there, people are expecting some kind of product. Okay, but and the scientific research and a lot of resources are already available. Only problem is the entrepreneurs or business people are not taking enough steps to make it available to the end users. Okay, most of the entrepreneurs or business people are just trying to copy the other people's success. Okay, by doing so they are harming themselves. Okay, for them it is difficult to succeed by copying others. Okay, and it will create problems for the already successful persons also, because their stability will be damaged, right, or affected, right? So they need to do something to manage the new competitions, but it won't survive for longer, but still their stability will be affected to some extent. So and the end users will not be getting the new products. So that is the main problem, particularly in India. Okay, so it is always better to fill that gap. So I think I clearly explained about with this example, right? Cooking robot. Okay, so a lot of research and a lot of information, a lot of resources, because many companies are providing many API and a lot of training. If you go search and uh, go to the net and search for a lot of like artificial training models, you can find a lot of things, even data. A lot of things are there. With that, by using that kind of resources and technology, definitely someone who is willing to spend time and money, uh, they can obviously create some such kind of cooking robots, and they can easily sell it in Indian market. Okay, but I don't know why it's not happening. Okay, uh, but one reason I explained, right? Mostly business people are trying to compete with already existing businesses. They're not innovating. That's the problem. Okay, innovating in the sense, no need to do research other things. Okay, just we have to do customization. Already there are a lot of researchers and innovations already done. A lot of even the open source and open platform, a lot of things are there. But The business people are not ready to do that. Okay. And again, I talked about with my own experience. Actually, I was selling timesheet. Okay. um, so actually the open source timesheet, lot of open source timesheets are there, but still uh, the people are not ready to use them. Instead, they spend significant money to get the cloud service from big companies. Okay. It's a very common problem, particularly as I said, particularly in India. It's a very common thing. Okay. So the best example, it's operating system, right? So from my personal experience, the Linux operating system is very effective, very useful. Okay. And very convenient, and a lot of free tools are there, we can easily update it. But still, we can see a lot of paid operating systems in many places in India, right? um, that is the problem. Actually, here in the entrepreneurs are not taking initiative to sell the open source softwares. Actually, they can take the open source software, and they can sell in the sense they can charge for their services. Okay. So mostly open source, their licenses will be like, some will allow the sales, some won't allow the sales. uh, it's like uh, problem, like a startup versus corporates, like that. Okay. So one thing is, people are not taking initiative. Other thing is, even if they are taking initiative, the success probability is very less. Okay, because of the huge power of corporations. It is difficult to survive with competing with them. Okay. So I personally experienced that by taking initiative of running software development company, right, selling our timesheet stuff. Okay. That may be the reason why we are not seeing many startups related to robotics. Okay. But we can see a lot of other stuff. I don't say that nothing is here. Okay. But majorly. Okay. Ravi Kumaran, your question is mostly related to like India, right? So institution like IIT India should buy, how they create. Okay. It's not like buying, and you are thinking in the reverse engineering way, right? It won't always, it won't be helpful always. Okay. So we have to do everything from our own way. Okay. Just doing reverse engineering, and that won't be much useful. Okay, in the long run. Um, so it's the same example in case of robots. Your way of thinking is, we can buy the Molly robot, and we can just replicate it, right? But that will not work much, because our needs will be different, right? Our resources will be different. In case of automation, um, we are economically somewhat behind with, in comparing to the developed countries, right? In that case, if we push automation heavily, it will be creating job opportunities problems, right? And a lot of things are there. So it's not purely based on economics or technology, like that. So we need to consider various factors. Okay. So as of now, the service model is working good for India, right? So basically, these days, we need not think like India has to do like this, or this country is doing like that only. Okay, so the barrier between countries is getting reduced, at least from technological perspective. Okay, even that countries, they're in war, they also from their scientists are working together. Okay. uh, so we are seeing scientists from various countries in the International Space Station, right? They are still collaborating, even if there is a dispute between that kind of countries. Okay, so uh, so so we need not think in that way. Okay, but that fundamental problem is there. We are not taking much initiative. Okay, to make use of the technologies available. So I'm daily seeing a lot of news press releases for uploading videos on my YouTube channel. So for that, I'm daily, almost daily, checking through various universities websites, press releases, and company websites. So I'm not seeing much from IIT. Okay, so I'm not seeing any, even uh, in one instance, I think they were talking about um, it's not exactly IIT, IISc something, right? Okay, in Bangalore. They were talking about room temperature superconductor. Okay, but the problem is it's not like it's not backed by solid evidences, other things. So internationally, it is not getting much attention. Okay, but it's not a problem, so we need not always compete with other countries. Okay, so first of all, we have to solve a lot of our own problems. We have poverty, other things, right? So in that case, pushing automation like robotics and flying and taxis, that and all not that much suitable for us at this moment. Okay, so right now we need to innovate or adapt a lot of technologies related to agriculture. Okay, um, without like affecting the job. In the developed countries, there are a lot of automation going on in agriculture domain also. Okay, vertical farming, other stuff. Okay, right now we need not adopt that kind of way, but still uh, uh, a lot of researches are happening on like how to find out the diseases of plants at a very earlier stage, so that we can improve the um, like productivity of the agriculture stuff. Okay, um, uh, but for that already most of them are using AI, right? Just by AI, just we can take the picture of the leaf, and AI will decide by seeing the pattern whether the plants are growing properly or any problem is there, like that. Okay, so that kind of technology, anyone can easily adopt it. If some universities, most of the, whenever I upload videos, I used to go through their research papers. Some of them are providing it as open source. Even they are providing the data open, they are providing API open. But our colleges and universities are not taking initiative to make use of that opportunity. The best example, I already explained, the Linux operating system. It is open source, it is free, and related all the things for uploading video, other things. I am using Kden Live, Audacity, that kind of softwares, right? So in case if you go for proprietary operating system like Windows, other things, that related softwares also we have to pay, right? uh, so that kind of problem, it's a fundamental problem. It's a very, very visible thing. I'm just explaining it with the operating system, but it is happening in all the fields. Okay, so the next question is, we know the EV market is on a huge bump, so will it be foolish that one open a company in the competition now? But I already talked about it, right? So market, this kind of emerging technologies, even if the competition is growing, the opportunities will be very huge. Okay, when it is spreading into very like huge populations. Okay, so in case of EV, like I'm I don't know whether you are talking about the researchers or in the current market. Okay, from research perspective, a lot of yeah, like uh, researches are happening related to finding alternative for the lithium batteries. Okay, that will be uh, uh, I don't know whether you can directly do something with that kind of things. But my suggestion is, if you are interested in that kind of fields like robotics and EV and flying taxis like that, initially you can work on creating some info products. Right now, I'm running YouTube channel, right, for making use of this opportunity about emerging technologies. I'm uploading videos related to emerging technologies. Comparing to other topics, that RPM will be high for me. That means I can get earn more money from less number of views comparing to other entertainment, other kind of gaming videos. Okay, and competition for getting views also, competition is very less. I'm not seeing any kind of similar channels like me. Okay, so the competition is less. uh, that means I can easily promote my videos, and I can easily get the news. For example, I was talking about the uh, like uh, uh, um, cooking robot mechanical chef, right? Actually, they contacted me to upload that video. Okay, so that means because of the low competition, the content will be receiving us without much effort from us. Otherwise, if there is any competition, we have to look for the content, right? But in the competition, low competition areas, we can easily get a lot of things. Okay, that is what my understanding. So you can start with some information product like the book or blog. You can publish articles about your interested topic like that. Okay, and the other question is, we should try study is lithography in semiconductor. It is very high tech. Few companies are known in the world. Okay. You mean you want to start a semiconductor manufacturing stuff, or actually, I think Ravi Kumaran, it's mostly talking from career perspective, right? A job thing, right? So I don't know the how to explain that. Actually, there is a solid difference between whether you are looking for a career like working for some companies, or you are trying to do something by yourself. Okay, both are completely different, two different things. Okay, um, in case of research and developments and related stuff, uh, actually we will be seeing the real real thing are coming into the market or commercialization. That will happen after a few years only. Some innovations are taking even 4 5 years. Okay, so in case of career or job opportunity, that will be completely different. Okay, okay, you are just talking about generally we need company to get to know. Okay, yeah, that is true. But I think you are talking from country perspective mostly, right? You're considering about India. Okay, so because that kind of technologies, I think already many countries started. Many companies are using in many places, I think. um, Even recently the research level is going in different direction. A few hours back, I uploaded one video. Even in that video, researchers from Sweden, They directly printed the circuits on the tissues just by injecting gel, okay, in the brain, so that they can connect with brain. Okay. uh, but that is the basic thing, okay. The research is going different direction, but the career, from country perspective, or company's perspective, that is different, okay. But in case of India, I explained the scenario with the uh, example about operating system, right? So that is the current scenario here, okay. So the I don't know the reason, and I don't know how to fix that things, okay. But it's a fact, it's a reality, okay. Even in case of operating system, I really couldn't understand why it's happening like that, okay. That all the operating open source Linux related operating systems are free, and they're really powerful, they're effective, okay. Even very uh, uh, low end computers can make use of this kind of Linux operating system to provide reasonable performance, okay. A lot of things are there, and all the other related software uh, uh, office software, or any kind of software, we can find the uh, open source free software, okay, for video editing, anything, okay. And we can have a lot of control actually in the world. A lot of powerful data centers, and a lot of huge companies are using the Linux as the server, okay. So there is no question about the performance of Linux, okay. So it's a powerful one, there is no question. And all the support are relevant uh, I mean related softwares are available, okay. Drivers for any kind of interfaces, everything's available, okay. Many of the countries are using it without any problem. So obviously, comparing to developed countries, we actually comparatively we have to use Linux, right? Because it is free. But the fundamentally what is happening, right? Most all government computers, and even private companies, and even students are also using paid version. Okay, maybe free version they will be providing for some time or something, but they will be having a lot of issues. But I don't know why people are still sticking with that, okay. This is the real scenario. So it is spreading to all the levels, okay. In the startup level, everything, okay. So uh, we are not using the available resources properly, okay. So the same thing is applicable for the artificial intelligence. I was talking about cooking robot for India, right? But what will happen, right, if some MNCs are releasing such kind of technology, then we'll be showing interest to uh, replicate the same thing, okay. Why I'm saying that, in case of this kind of circuit creation, the researches are going on in various levels, okay. So instead of looking to the other countries, other companies, we can just directly look into the research level, okay. So a lot of universities and organizations are providing their research paper as a open access papers, okay. We can go through them, okay, and a lot of resources are available. So what we can do is we can just try to understand them, and from there we have to plan how to make use of that kind of researches, okay. So whatever you are talking about, new kind of that lithography, semiconductor manufacturing, they may be already using it. They may be a leader in that. They may be having huge experience in that, okay. So if we compete with them, then I don't know whether that will be really useful, okay. Because in terms of manufacturing, we are not in that sector, okay. We are not manufacturing almost anything, right? We are depending on other countries to import electronics products, other things. Okay, so it should be changed fundamentally. Okay, so if we are not changing from fundamental, suddenly you are taking something means the probability of failure will be more, because others with a lot of experience, they will be easily leading, so all our efforts will be getting wasted, right? So my understanding or my suggestion is we have to develop skills, like looking for opportunities in the very initial stage itself, instead of just looking the competition, maybe competitors near ourselves or competing countries or other companies. Okay, so we have to understand the real demand, okay, and what is happening globally, from research perspective, uh, or even from like a theoretical perspective itself. Okay, so that is what my suggestion, and that is what I couldn't understand why we are thinking always in that way. Okay, so it is like mindset change. We need to change our mindset. Instead of looking to others, we have to look for the actual demand and actual opportunities, resources available. Then we have to work on to connect the uh, I mean, make use of the available opportunities to serve the demands, and by doing so, we can earn money. Okay, that should be the actual model. Okay. Okay, so what are your views on the bookish learning taking place in school and colleges, and creative work or motivation for innovation? Okay, again, I understand that is your question is related to again India, right? Um, so actually, it's need to be changed. That is what I can say from my perspective. But I don't know why it is like that. So without knowing the reason, I cannot strongly say that it should be avoided like that, right? So right now, as I said, right now we are not having much resources for manufacturing or setting up any kind of stuff, right? So basically we are globally our role, I mean India's role is like service, right? China is doing manufacturing, and western countries and the US, they are all like spending a lot of money for doing research and development. So in that perspective, that African countries are providing natural resources. Okay, that's how the uh, world is working right now. So our role is, as of now, we are doing service, right? In case of IT or any kind of thing, even the pandemic time, that other countries provided the uh, manufacturing orders for India, right? So again, the electronics perspective, we are not having any experience in doing manufacturing. We may be having some kind of experience, but it is not enough to be competitive globally, right? Yes, your concern is, I understand that concern students just learn for the examination, and after that they just forget that. Okay, no knowledge is increasing. Okay, uh, but as I said, I'm not expert in education, right? So I cannot comment about it why it's designed like that. Okay, but personally, we can take some initiatives to learn from practical perspective to understand the things properly. So for that we have a lot of resources. We can watch a lot of YouTube videos, and we can practice various things online. Okay, but in the schools, as I said, I don't have much, like I cannot think from their perspective, right? There may be some reason. Okay, uh, I don't know the reason. Okay, But these days we always have opportunity to learn a lot of things by ourselves, right? So that may not be the constraint, that may not be the limitation, so we can do by ourselves a lot of things, right? uh, the bookish learning, that may be the need for some time, right? uh, so actually I don't know the real picture. Somewhere I read that explaining the reason for that kind of stuff, but I didn't understand fully. Okay, but there are arguments supporting that kind of stuff also. Okay. uh, but as I said, right now it's not that much constraint, so we have a lot of opportunities to learn by ourselves from internet, right? So everyone is having internet connection, mobile or computer, right? So we can learn a lot of things from them. So okay, so actually I thought of telling many things about related to emerging technologies here. Okay. uh, but today's discussion mostly like around India, right? Okay. So you have any other questions? I'm not sure whether I'm conveying my message properly. Okay, so I understand all your questions and why you are asking that things, and I could understand your feelings, other things. Okay, but my view is we cannot immediately say that our education system is not good, other things, right? Because that's how we can develop, right? So previously our development is very low, so right now we are developing step by step. So somehow we have to make use of whatever opportunity available with us, right? So we cannot always blame whatever problems we have. Okay, so right now we have internet connections properly, and I cannot say that it is up to the developed countries level, but we have opportunities, right? So we can make use of that. We can learn a lot of things. So a lot of YouTube channels are there to teach the fundamental science, and even a lot of latest new technologies. Okay. So in my YouTube channel also, I am providing a lot of information related to latest science and technologies. But I'm like not telling the details about it. I'm just reading the press releases. Okay. uh, but I used to provide the research paper link in the description of the video. So if anyone need more detail, they can go there. Okay. So actually, I thought of explaining your question with my personal experience. You are saying that we need to practically understand, right? But if we are not having like if we are not having the enough resources, uh, uh, without resources, if we try to do something, that the probability of success will be less. Okay. So our schools may not be having enough resources to do or to give the practical teaching, so they may be following the current system. Okay, maybe step by step it will be improved. I can relate to my personal experience. Here in this YouTube channel, I'm not giving any news from practical perspective. Okay, I am not understanding fully the uh, uh, research papers. I'm just giving the news from the press releases only. Okay, so whenever I create the script for the video by going through the press releases, even if if I find something not correct or something, I won't do much research about it. Okay, I'll be just following whatever specified in the press release. The reason is I may be misunderstanding something, so I'm in that case, if I change the news, it may be uh, become wrong, right? It may be becoming wrong. So Okay, so you're asking something, right, Aditya? I got your referral from my brother, which is in the south only, Tamil Nadu, Kattangulat. Okay, you mean Kattangulathur SRM University? Okay. Um, so you understand what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm personally, even if I am willing to understand the research papers properly and report the news based on my own understanding, actually I'm not doing it. You got it right. The reason is I'm afraid that if I do like that, it will spoil the uh, researchers perspective or what they're trying to say, because they are spending uh, hundreds, even thousands of hours of hard work. They're putting a lot of effort to bring that research paper, right? If I'm just going through it and just seeing some mistakes, there may be really some mistakes, maybe due to typo or any kind of editing things, but uh, I hesitate to make that corrections, because in some instances my understanding was wrong. I realized that after some time, but in some instances I'm right, but still I just followed whatever they provided in the press release. Okay, in case of I'm talking about the news I'm uploading based on the press releases. Some news items I used to refer a lot of various resources, and there, in that case I will be telling the news in my own way. There, I understand your thing. So in the practical things, I understand the scenarios, and then I will report. But some newses, it is very difficult to understand the practical things. Okay, so then that case, I will be just to following the press releases. What I'm saying is the schools are following the same thing. Okay, some teachers maybe are like afraid to take initiative of implementing the practical things. They may be afraid of criticism regarding students' poor performance in the marks. Okay, there may be a lot of things. We cannot suddenly change the ecosystem immediately. The schools may be afraid about their pass percentage. Okay, then only they will get admissions in case of private schools. Okay, so a lot of things are there. Okay. Okay. So maybe in the next session, I will be talking about the emerging technologies as stuff. Okay. So I'm planning to talk continuously, and I'm willing to. I mean, I would like to invite the people who are interested to talk as a guest to my next live. Okay. So if anyone is interested, just let me know, but let me know before I start the live. Okay, because in case of inviting as a guest, I need to start from mobile. Okay, then only I will be able to use the go live together feature of the YouTube. Okay, uh, if I start that from mobile, then the audio quality may be a bit uh, low comparing to desktop. Okay, so I'll be doing it from mobile only if someone is showing interest to join as a guest. Okay. uh, okay, that is what for today's YouTube live. But as I explained previously, I'm planning to do the live very frequently, almost daily or twice daily. If guests are joining, means I'll be doing more than one time per day. Okay. Otherwise, if I'm going to talk, means mostly I will be doing it on daily basis. And the key reason of doing is, as I explained in my previous videos, like I would like to like understand more about my uh, viewers, and uh, similarly, the I would like to introduce the viewers to other viewers. Okay, uh, using the guest speaker option. Okay, so I will be considering this as a first step. Okay, for my goal of connecting scientists and uh, business people. Today's questions are mostly revolving around that. Okay, I even as I explained, I am personally seeing the huge gap. Even the best example is today I talked about cooking robot for Indian market, right? Uh, so it is the fundamental fact as of now. So the business people are not looking into the research. Instead, they are looking into competitors. So I'll be taking very small initiative to change that. So another question is, who was your experience? I mean, you're asking how was your experience being an YouTuber, right? So it's really like interesting. Okay, um, actually, I'm not uh, like uh, basically I'm not good at talking stuff. Okay, but still, I feel very interesting when running the YouTube channel. Okay, uh, so it's very actually I started my channel in the year 2009 itself. Okay, uh, so actually I explained like in my previous video also I explained. Right now I'm earning money from my videos that are like getting views from like trending topic videos like Google Doodle other stuff. Okay, but still I put some efforts for uploading. Okay, uh, efforts for uploading latest science and technology videos here with a long-term plan of like connecting scientists and business people. Today's session, I realized that fact further. Okay, initially I had that thought. Okay, that is why I'm taking this initiative, but it reinforced today's media session reinforced my thoughts, and I will be doing my plans strongly. Okay, um, and uh, actually, I'm just becoming full-time YouTuber. Previously, I was doing software development also, but these days I'm just um, uh, putting all my efforts on developing this channel. That is the reason I'm just publishing many ebooks. Okay, just to promote this thing. Initially, I tried like providing ebook freely, okay, for free, but it seems no one is interested in sharing it with others. So today, I decided to prepare a new ebook, by like with the plan of selling it. Okay, so that I can do the paid promotions to um, promote that ebook. That means the plan is I will be running paid promotions, and I will be earning money from selling ebooks. Then again I will be putting that money for promoting the ebook further. By doing so, I can like uh, uh, like I can make this ebook available for many people. Okay, I mean the ebook will be reaching a lot of people. In the ebook, I will be mentioning about a lot of innovations uh, related to emerging technologies. I'll be linking the YouTube videos. So by doing so, I can bring a lot of new visitors to my channel, and I can effectively do a lot of new live sessions. Okay, so by doing these kind of things repeatedly, I believe that I can bring a lot of people who are really interested in emerging technologies, and then I can take some kind of initiatives for connecting the business people and the uh, scientists. So, for example, today some people are saying that they are interested in robotics things. Okay, and suppose tomorrow, I mean, next live, if someone is saying that they are having some technology and uh, AI, other stuff, and they are looking for someone to use it in the robotics to produce something useful for the users. Then I can connect both of them. Okay, so initially, in the beginning, I can manually exchange their email IDs, but in the coming days, I'm just thinking about some kind of a search engine specific for that emerging technologies field, or some kind of directories or combination of both things. Okay, but I can think about all these things only after getting a lot of viewers to this YouTube channel, because previously when I was doing software development, I developed a lot of software tools, for example, automatically submitting resume to more than 60 job sites like that. Okay, we put a lot of efforts, but we were not able to promote it properly. So this time I'm starting with promotion in mind. Okay, so that is what I'm doing now. So my actually my the thing is, I'm planning to create a platform for connecting scientists and business people, or I mean just reducing the gap between them. Okay, that will be better wording. Okay, um, but instead of creating some websites or some apps for doing that, I'm just taking initiative to bring scientists and business people to this YouTube channel first. Okay, so if I have the uh, like targeted audiences, then I can release the product. I can confidently spend my time, and I can put a lot of efforts to develop that kind of applications. Okay, um, previously I did the mistake of not doing that kind of approach. Okay, at that time I was like always putting all my efforts for developing the product, and I found it difficult to promote them. Okay, so when I started promoting them, and that time I found it difficult to maintain the product. Okay, because that needs to be updated regularly, software products, right? So to avoid that kind of problems, this time I'm just taking a different approach. So that is the reason why I'm doing this kind of things. Okay, so for that the YouTube channel is very useful. Okay, so I'll be uploading a lot of videos related to emerging technologies. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so thanks for asking questions, and thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the next live session. Okay, or you can ask them through the comments. Okay, but just to keep in mind that I'm not an expert in any kind of emerging technologies. I'm not having hands-on with them. Okay, I'm just having experience with software development, testing, and digital marketing, web development, that kind of activities only. Okay, but I'm not focusing on those things right now. I'm planning to focus on emerging technologies. As of now, I'm just uploading the news videos based on the press releases. Okay, uh, but I understand a need for doing that. Okay, because as I said, business people are trying to copy the um business model of other companies. Okay, and the scientists are putting a lot of efforts and focus on uh, working on their field. Okay, but there should be someone to connect the things, right? Connecting the business people and the scientists, and connecting the scientists of various domains. Okay, then only we can see a solid improvements that are useful for the people. The best example is internet. Okay, internet is combination of various fields, right? Telecommunication. Okay, video encoding, and mobile device development. Okay, a lot of things. Okay, so with the all even algorithms with all that combination and even hardware, like a lot of stuffs. Okay, so similarly, in the coming days, we have to connect various different emerging technologies like quantum computing, material science. Actually, that kind of development needs to be there. Then only we can get a solid improvement. Okay. Okay, mostly I will be keeping that kind of information in mind. I'll be continuously doing this kind of live session. So I'm repeatedly, what I'm saying is I'm not good in these kind of technologies. Okay, so uh, uh, whatever I'm telling as an answer, it may not be that much accurate or correct. So just check with people expert in your field. Okay, my purpose is connecting people from various fields. Okay, that is what my purpose. I'm just going to function as a moderator for uh, arranging discussions through various experts. Okay, that is what my plan. Okay, so okay, bye.